to liwat assignment.
Ah,
Ang chapter.
ako may intro kag chapter 16 tapos si Bonifacio na next. Tapos ikaw,
Ako, oo.
tapos si Ray,
Ray sa 19.
tapos ako 20. Tapos si Bonnie,
21.
ikaw liwat,
22 po.
Duana,
Hmm.
tapos si Ray,
23.
tapos ako.
24, 26.
Ah,
Sige.
Gina, speedrun.
Ay,
Game na game. Good day, ma'am. We are Group 5 and we are here to discuss our study guide 16 to 27 from the Little Prince. In chapter 16, based on the description provided in this chapter, discuss with the group how this will look like, interpret by drawing what is our representation of the seventh planet. This is the representation of the seventh planet. It is like an Earth-like planet where the little prince met a fox and a snake, and he see many roses. Next slide.
In this chapter, what do you think the snake represents and what did he mean when he said he was more powerful than the finger of the king? The snake represents a force that is harmful, like the snake in the Bible that caused expulsion of Adam and Eve from the Garden of Eden. The little prince says that the snake is a funny creature, and the snake winds himself around this little prince's ankle, saying that he can send anyone back to their planet of origin just by touching them. The snake speaks in riddles, making the reader guess at the truth of his words, which seem threatening. The snake informs the prince that although he usually devours everything he touches, he can tell the prince is sincere and innocent, and that he hails from a star.
chapter 18. What is the significance of the interaction of the little prince and the flower to the little prince's journey? And what did the flower mean by this? The flower is significant in the little prince's journey because it is the first living creature he encounters on his journey. The flower's demands for attention and its selfishness make little prince realize that there is more to life than just his own needs and desires. The flower represents the challenges that arise in relationships and how difficult it can be to maintain them. The flower's statement about men having no roots and being blown away by the wind is a metaphor for the transience and impermanence of human existence. It suggests that people are disconnected from their environment and lack a sense of rootedness and purpose. The little prince learns that the flower is unhappy because it is alone and has no one to share its life with. This teaches the little prince that relationships require the effort and that it is important to cultivate meaningful connections with others. Next reporter.
Chapter 19. What is the significance of the interaction of the little prince and the echo to the little prince's journey? The encounter between the little prince and the echo in underneath the Saint Superior. The little prince serves as a metaphor for the importance of communication and connection in the little prince's journey. The little prince is initially delighted to hear his own voice echoed back to him, as it is at, as it gives him a sense of companionship, and connection to his lonely travels. However, as he tries to engage the echo in conversation and share his experiences and emotions, he becomes frustrated by the lack of meaningful response. This frustration reflects the little prince's struggle to find someone who truly understands him and can provide the emotional support and understanding he craves. The echo represents the limitation of communication and the difficulty of truly connecting with others. Even when we share a common language of experience, overall, the interaction with the echo emphasizes the importance of genuine communication and empathy in building meaningful relationship and finding a sense of belonging, which are the key themes in Little Prince's journey. Next reporter.
Chapter 20. Meeting the Rose Garden. What realization does the little prince have? Time away from one beloved causes realizations and appreciation of love and its values. This made the little prince realize that his affection towards the rose in his planet, even though it is common type of flower, made it unique to him. Next reporter, please.
What is the importance of this instruction? As the implies that you must be very patient. The first thing you do is sit down at a little distance from me. And like that, in the grass, I look at you at the corner of my eye, and you will say nothing because we can all agree that words are a source of misunderstandings. Even in communications, there will be some misunderstandings also. But every day, people tend to do actions rather than words because actions speak louder than words. As the fox implies, that at times of the day, he will feel happy, but there are times when the prince comes, he will feel confused on what he should feel. This implies that actions are better than words, as it is as the princess consistent of what he does. Little by little, we can see the continuation of the story. The fox's heart fell as he and the prince becomes friends. It's not about consistent words, and it shows the consistent actions makes the most noise.
Chapter 22. What is the significance of the interaction of the Little Prince and the railway to the Little Prince journey? What did the real man mean by this? No one is ever satisfied where he is. The interaction between the Little Prince and the railway represents the theme of the modern world's obsession with progress and efficiency, often often at the expense of human connection and fulfillment. When the little prince encounters the railway switchman, the switchman tells him that the trains are always rushing, but they don't know where they are going. He explains that everyone is rushing to get somewhere, but no one is ever satisfied because they are always looking for something else, rather rather than being content with with where they are. This conversation emphasizes the idea that modern society is always pushing forward and seeking progress, but in doing so, people forget to appreciate the present moment and the things that really matter in life. The little prince, who is on a journey of self-discovery and searching for meaning, recognizes the importance of taking time to appreciate the simple things in life and the connection between people rather than constantly striving for more. Next reporter, please.
Chapter 23. What is the significance of the interaction of Little Prince as the merchant to the Little Prince journey? The importance of the interaction between the Little Prince and the merchant is for understanding the importance of taking time and enjoy the pleasure in life. The merchant represents the desire of grown-ups to be efficient, saving time for more things to do. But according to the little prince, he would rather spend his 53 minutes walking at his leisure to go towards the spring of fresh water. Next reporter. This encounter between the little prince and the merchant is an example of time poorly spent, where technology speeds people forward at the expense of things that have true value. A pill that quenches thirst, according to the little prince, has neither beauty or satisfaction. Consequently, what the merchant is selling, and we may assume what more adults are interested in, is not something that someone with actual insight would or should want. Next reporter.
Chapter 24 to 26. What is the significance of the interaction of the little prince and the pilot to the little prince journey? The interaction between the little prince and the pilot is significant in several ways to the little prince journey. Firstly, the pilot is the first person the little prince encounters on Earth. And through their conversation, the pilot learns about the little prince's home planet and his experiences traveling to the other planets. Secondly, the pilot serves as a friend and confidant to the little prince, offering him emotional support and guidance as he navigates his journey on Earth. The pilots the pilot also learns important lessons from the little prince, such as the value of seeing with one's heart instead of just one's eye, and the importance of cherishing the things that are truly meaningful in life. Next slide, please. Finally, the pilot's experiences with the little prince inspire him to change his own life and priorities. The pilot learns to appreciate the beauty of the world around him and to focus on the important things in life rather than getting caught up in the superficial concerns. Overall, the interaction between the little prince and the pilot is a central part of the little prince journey, and it it serves to the highlight of the importance of friendship, empathy, and the personal growth. This concludes our discussion about the Little Prince, and the reporters for this report are me, Zaya J. Pahigdana,
Ray Charvin Rocco.
Roland Anthony Reyes.
and lastly, Bonifacio Palomilo.
Ano yung ano liwat ah? Sorry, naglag.